Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Bear Show. And today we'll have a full review of the Jupitive Gundam Kirtos mobile suit. And this unit is from the Build Divers Re-Rise series. Okay, so before we go to our main review, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified for my next videos. Now, let's check this bad boy. Okay, so that is the full 360 view of the Jupitive Gundam's Core Gundam. And this is your Core Gundam with everything it comes with. Okay, so we will not talk about so much about the Core Gundam, but we'll just leave some differences of the Jupitive's Core Gundam to the other Core Gundams. So I will put here this side, and I will just put some images or pictures beside the Jupitive's Core Gundam so that we can compare this to the other Core Gundams of the other units, just like the Earth 3, the Mars 4, and the V2. Most obvious differences is the color. That is specifically the color, especially between your Mars 4, as you can see in the image, and also the difference of the color of the V2, because Mars 4 and V2 is in the real type color and G3 color, while the Earth 3 has the typical colors of the protagonist Gundam units of every series. So it has the I will show you the difference now of the Mars 4 right there, and also the difference of the V2, and also now the difference between the Earth 3's Core Gundam. As you can see, the difference here is about the more neon color of the yellow. The red part now is more on something pinkish, and the dark ones, or some in your Earth 3, it is more darker. Now it's more paler or more pale. In your Earth 3, something dark blue. Here it is more on cool gray colors, but nothing differs in your articulation. Now still, the accessories of the Core Gundam still have your beam spray gun, which you can still attach it like this, and we also have your shield, which still be attached like this, and still be careful about the side. And also we have this attachment for the back and this one, so that you can attach this one for attaching the shield, and for this customization or customization of some other parts of the gunpla. So the stickers used in this gunpla still the same. In your Core Gundam is still in your eyes. Here, as you can see, it's glowing. In your forehead camera, and at the back part of the back camera. Okay, that's it, as you can see. We will not talk about much more about the Core Gundam. Now we'll proceed to your Jupiter armor. Let's have a 360 view first. Let's go. Okay, so that is the 360 view of our Jupiter armor. Now let's proceed on the aesthetics and some of the parts of this armor. Now let's see the Jupiter armor. Is more on white color. The stickers used in this armor is only this part, the visor part, and the other side. That is the only sticker. So there's no so much color in this armor because it is simply white. It is something glossy white. There are so many difference in this one. Okay, so we'll see the difference of the armor, especially if we combine this into your Core Gundam. Okay, so now let's compare your Jupiter armor to other armors also. So let's have first, I will post a picture here at the side. In your right side, I will post a picture of the different armors of the Core Gundam. Okay, so first one, we can see in the right side, your Earth armor, which is more on blue. Okay, so that is your Earth armor. And your Earth armor sample in aesthetics. It has also some pointy parts, but not much more pointy than other armors. Now, I will show you again another one, which is your Mars armor. Is more on red, and also it has more pointy parts because, as we know in my late reviews, on my other reviews about this, is the Mars 4 Gundam is on more on melee attacks. Okay, now next is the V2 or the Venus armor. The Venus armor is more on something blocks or more on box type, more angled armor, and also it has white parts and more heavy weapons which are installed in your Venus armor. Because as we know, the V2 or the Venus armor, the V2 Gundam is more on heavy weapon type. Now, your Jupiter armor, as you can see, it has some these volcans, right? We also have here, then another part here. As we know that this is the V-fin. This will be the shoulder parts. This will be the shoulder, and this will be the part in the arm at the back. And this is an additional part in the arm, which you can also attach this one at the shoulder in this part. And I will show you that when we combine this armor into your Core Gundam. And it is very obvious that this part is the feet of your Gundam. We have also the skirts, the back skirts, the front skirts, the arm guard, and also the backpack. Okay, so now that's it. We will talk about much more about this armor when we combine it with your Core Gundam. Now, let's have a stop motion presentation on combining the Core Gundam here, combining to your Jupiter armor. Let's go! Okay, so there's now your Jupitive Gundam, the combination of the Core Gundam and your Jupiter armor. Now let's take a look at 360 view of this awesome kit. So that is our 360 view of our Jupitive Gundam. Now, let's take a look of its different articulations and aesthetics of this awesome kit. Okay, so first is I will first detach these different attachments. For example, the weapons, we will talk about this later. And also I will detach the backpack so that we can see the details of the kit alone. Okay, so as usual, we'll start at the head. It can look left, it can look into your right, and it can look down, and it can look up, and it can also do a 360 rotation, and it still have those what you call the chicken neck, as you can see. So it can go forward or backward, and it can nod like this, and it can go look up like that. Okay, and next is in your shoulders. Your shoulders can go 360, and the other parts still can do the 360 rotation. Okay, your arms can go up like that, but because of this attachment attached weapon, there is a limitation of the upward and downward movement of your arms, as you can see. Okay, and your elbows can do a full bend like that, as you can see, and also in this part. Okay, so these weapons attached here can be detached and can also be attached at this part right here. Yeah. Okay, so you can see now that in this part the weapons from your arms is attached on the shoulder, which is this is the part, the attachment. It is a hole which the peg can attach. So like this will be the form. These two weapons can be attached at the shoulder, so the arms will be free from holding or attaching the weapons. Okay, so I will let you see again the full bend of the elbows. Okay, that's it. Next is your torso. The torso or your upper body of the kit, there's no movement. You cannot go 360 because again and again your Core Gundam, the waist of the Core Gundam will bump into the front skirts, as you can see. I'll just show you. As you can see there, right there. So that is the full turn of the waist of your Gundam or of your kit, because again it will bump to the skirts or in the front skirts. Okay, so next is your front skirts. Your front skirts, again, you can divide this into two so that it will have a separate articulation, but for me I'll just stay it like that, so just to be safe. So at the under of the skirt there's nothing, there's some details, but you can do panel lines in there, but again it's very useless because it's just in the underskirt. So in the front skirts, that is the movement. Okay, so it can go up and down, especially if you want to have a kick. You need to let that skirt up. And at the back, in your back skirt, there's nothing. No, it's just it will stay there like that. So how about in your legs? Now let's go to your legs. Okay, in your legs, you can do a rotation, a full rotation of the legs. It can have in that way. That's the full like it's like a full split. Let me see if you can do a split. Yes, it can do a split, but not a full split. Okay, and it can support itself because of the articulation of the feet, as you can see. So let's go back to the same until other side. It can also do a full rotation, a 360 rotation of your legs. And on your knee, again, this is the legs of your Core Gundam. There is the feet of, or the foot of your Core Gundam on the both sides. So now the articulation on your feet of the Core Gundam will become the knee of your Jupitive Gundam. So you can bend this one like that. That is the full bend. Okay, so the same at the other side, it can also do the full bend. So the kick of the Core Gundam of the Jupitive, that will be the kick, and the other part, it is also the kick of the Jupitive Gundam. How about at the back? The back, there's no kick, but it can do bend. Okay, so that's it for the legs. Now let's go to the feet of our Jupitive Gundam. Okay, for the feet, as you can see, there is a different design now, which it has this, it's like a cloth type. and articulation is very awesome, but again, I will have some pros and cons in later. Okay, so the articulation for this one, it can move that side, wow, and then the other side, yep, the same. This one can go like this and like that, very articulated. And after that is it can do this kind of articulation again, that is for the flight mode and also in the Jupiter armor. Okay, at the front there's no so much articulation if in the front of your feet, so your feet can handle the weight of your Jupitive Gundam. But there are certain times that because of the too much articulation of the feet of this unit, sometimes it will just go slide on its own, so just be careful in making some poses. Okay, so as you can see, I tried the one leg stance of the Jupitive Gundam and it can support itself, but again, because this feet is very articulated, the joints is somewhat loose, but it can, you just have to give it the right balance, okay, so the right position so that it can hold to something stance like this. Okay, oh, I forgot the back part. Okay, so the back part, this part of the Core Gundam can still go up and down, that is the beam sabers. Okay, this again and again skirts nothing. Okay, so that is one. So now let's have the backpack of the Jupitive Gundam. Okay, so this is the backpack of your Jupitive Gundam. So I detach it so that we can see the proper articulation of this backpack, because it has a nice articulation of the attachment of these two. So these two attachment here can go 360 if it's not attached in your Jupitive Gundam, and also the other side can also do 360 turn, and not just a 360, it also has a swivel up here, that is the limitation, another swivel here, and it can also go here and here. So it has so much articulation, it can turn and it can do swivel, and because of that, for example, you want to have some stance or position, you can do some like that, and then up like that. Okay, so you can have some great pose of your gun placket or your Jupitive Gundam. Okay, so now let's attach this to your Jupitive Gundam. Let's go. So a Gundam would not be complete if it doesn't have a weapon. Okay, so the weapon of your Jupitive Gundam is like this one. It is typically just your ordinary beam spray gun and attach a weapon from the Jupiter armor. So the attachment is just like this. I know you see it in the stop motion, and that's it. Okay, so just need to attach this one into the hand of your Jupitive Gundam, and it can hold it very well. The shield, as we know, it doesn't use the shield of the Core Gundam in the fight, so there's no so much articulation for the weapons. So not like the other Core Gundams or Core Gundam's armor, that it has a separate weapon system or separate unit to buy so that you can complete the Jupitive Gundam. The Jupitive Gundam, when you buy it, it's already complete. Compared to your Mars 4 Gundam and V2 Gundam that you need to buy a set of weapons, it's a support weapons just to complete the whole Gundam. Okay, and also not like with your Mercury one, which I think in the next time I think I need to buy another one Earth 3 Gundam just to show everyone the complete image of a Mercury 1 Gundam. That's the best part of this Jupitive Gundam. It's like the Earth 3, which is, it's already complete. But in your Jupitive Gundam, we still have different effects, so that will be our next topic. So let's go to our next part. Okay, so let's talk about first about these two guns here. It's like a gun and a shield, and it's a color accurate. I just give some panel lines about this one. So you can attach this again in the shoulders, and also you can also attach this into your hands. Okay, so before we move on, it's different accessories. So that's it. You can use it as like an arm Vulcan or a laser beam, just like that. Okay, so that's it. Now next, let's talk about this backpack, because this backpack has I think it has 4 effects. So okay, so that is the additional effects of your Jupitive Gundam, and it includes a clear blue stand, which is very nice. Which it has a clear blue stand because in the anime, spoiler alert, the Jupitive Gundam is really designed for space battle or space war. Okay, because the Jupitive or the Jupiter armor is in a high speed mode, which used in a space war. Okay, so question is, for where is this effects? It's very big. Okay, so this is for your backpacks. Okay, so let's see how it transformed. So first is you need to pull this one up, out like that, and then turn it like that, and then as you can see, there are some rectangular hole here. It will now attach here and slide it. Just be careful in sliding, just like that. So now you will have a shield. So the other one, the same, pull, turn, and attach the effect parts like that. That's it. Question: how can we use this as a shield? Yes, you can attach this into the hand of your gunpla like that. So oops, sorry. So it will have a somewhat shield here. But also in the anime or in the show, this Jupitive Gundam doesn't use it in the arms because it is like a funnel, which is it's flowing or it's flying, and you can attach this into the clear blue stand just like that. Okay, so we also have an additional effect parts. This one, it's like a beam saber, but again, it's not used for the beam saber. It is used for this part. So it's like a sword and a shield for you. So it's the complete effect. Oh, sorry. It stumbled down. Okay, so that's it. So again, as you can see, I'm having a trouble in balancing the kit because of some of the loose joints, and we will talk about that after this one. So that is the weapons. That is the additional effect parts of your Jupitive Gundam. Okay, so that's it. And also, let's try to attach those backpack attachment in the arm so that you can also see one of the use of it. Okay, so we're done with the shield. So how about this one? As I already showed you by attaching it with the shield. Okay, so you can just attach this one in this part. I don't know what is the name of this weapon. So it's like this. It just I can see an image of like from the G Gundam, the Speed Jill. Okay, the Speed Jill Gundam. So you can see that's it. Okay, so you can stab here or slash like that. So it can do some forms. So I think your Jupitive Gundam is like a complete, not so complete, but it can do some long range attack, and also it is also equipped with a short range attacks. It doesn't only realize the beam sabers at the back, but also the backpack has its own weapons that can be used for short range attacks. Okay, so next is let's have some little pros and cons of this kit. Okay, so however the kit is so good, it still have some flaws that you can see. So first is the shoulder. It's very easy to detach, and I think it's used so that it can be easy assembled, attach and detach, but it's so very annoying every time that you move the kit. There are some things that there are some times that the shoulder will just fall on its own. So let's try a shake this one there. So you can see the shoulders were very easy, or every time that you move, the shoulder will be just detached itself. Okay, so that is one of the flaws or the cons of your kit or the Jupitive Gundam. So which is it's a usual cons of this series of Gunpla kits, right? So some of the Earth 3, the Mars 4, and the V2, it has also these kind of cons. So about the kit, about the feet, these two, it also some kind of weak, especially if we'll do this the different stance or position, which is very easy. As you can see, it's very loose, very easy to move. So if you don't have a right, just like that, if you don't have the right balance for the kit, it will fall. Especially the backpack here is really protruding outside, or protruding at the back too much. If you put like that, the kit will somehow fall at the back. So just be careful. The hands also, this part, sometimes if you put the equipments from the backpack to the hand, I suggest that don't overdo it in inserting the peg here, the peg, this one, into the hole of the arms, because see, because sometimes when you detach it, the attachment here above will come off with the under part of your backpack. Okay, so just don't overdo it. Just slightly put it in the hole, and that's it. Okay, so that's your Jupitive Gundam, and it's a good kit. But again, even how good the kit is, there are some really flaws or some cons about it. And this is your kit with everything it comes with: your stand, your gun. Let me touch the gun. And also the remaining part of your support unit. See? Okay, so that is the review of our Jupitive Gundam. So the verdict for this is that it's a buy. It's really a good buy, because again, it's a new kit, it's a new series, part of the new series, and it is the last kit, the last Gunpla that Hiroto used in the season 1. So it's very interesting, and it is used for space war or space battle. So it's very interesting for me, because that is the usual part of the Gunpla or the Gundam universe, that there is a space war or a space battle. Okay, and it has a good articulation because of the very unique articulation of your Core Gundam. But again, there are some flaws, just like at the shoulder parts and also at the feet of the Gunpla. But all in all, aesthetics, even it's all in white, it's very unique. It's very unique. It's very clean. Yes, those parts are hollow. So it's very good kit. So it's a buy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, or you have some learning about this review. And please buy this kit. It's very nice. Okay, It's very playable with it. So next videos will be some comparing of some Core Gundams, but I think I will make a comparing if I can get another Earth 3 Gundam for my Mercury 1 unit. Okay, so that's it. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that or hit that notification bell so that you will be notified for my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Jake De La Paz signing off. And thank you so much for watching in my Gunpla Bear show. Thank you and